Good morning
Good
to everybody.
morning.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome in. Welcome in. Alrighty. So, good morning, guys. Welcome. My name is Pammy, and I'm here with the GLP-1 Collective Real Talk. And happy Memorial Day to everyone out there who celebrates and honors our veterans who were taken in the line of duty. So
Yes.
we thank you for that. Thank you. All right. So we're going to jump right in and we're going to talk about the topic of the day. And with our topic, because we are celebrating a holiday and having family get-togethers, there's cookouts. You've probably been walking around and you could smell grills and barbecues and all the tasty things. So we have not only today and this weekend, with grill outs and people getting together and those fabulous, delicious desserts and cakes and ice cream and all the things, right? But we have graduations and we have Fourth of July celebrations. Then we have Labor Day. But there's always, lots of weddings in the summertime and all kinds of events that we get together. So, and a lot of people have county fairs coming up. So at the fairs, you have funnel cakes, you have those fried Twinkies and donuts, and the big hot dogs, the corn dogs, cinnamon rolls, apple pie, so much more, right? And I don't want to make everybody hungry so early in the morning, but how do we navigate this? We're in all steps of our weight loss journey, right? We're either in the thick of it and losing weight, or we're at the beginning of our journey, or we might even be in maintenance and just struggling to making sure we're doing all the things to maintain this. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start off with Grant. And let me just introduce before I do that. We have welcome. We have Gemini Diva up in our panelists. We have Candy K all day, and we have Grant from Grant's
Hey.
Faithful Journey. And myself, I am Mounjaro Journey with Pam, Pammy. You can call me Pammy. So we want to welcome everybody in. We've got Chance who started off in here. We've got the downsized. Good morning, all. Wow, Lorraine and Christopher. Well, thank you. And we have Frankly Michelle who stopped on by. Let me just go ahead and let me show the comments here. There we go. And then we've got here's Grant's Faithful Journey. Frankly Michelle, she stopped by to say hi, listening while driving. Life of Vivi. Welcome, Vivi. Welcome and good morning, y'all. And then we have Reset with Cece. Hello, everyone. We've got Candy K. Welcome. What GLP-1 do you take? Let us know in the chat, guys. What GLP-1 do you take? And then Grant. Hey, Michelle, Vivi, and Cece. We're saying hi to everybody. So Vivi takes tirzepatide. I take Mounjaro, as you can tell in my name. And I believe Grant will probably talk about his, but I think Grant is Mounjaro as well.
Mhm.
And Gemini Diva, you are uh, Mounjaro too? Are we all Mounjaro? Kenny K,
Yep.
are you Zepbound? Zepbound, there we go. And then let's see here. And then Grant, welcome in, downsize. Yep. Christopher and Lorraine. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna get started with Grant. And Grant. So let us know a little bit about you. Recently, your family went to Dollywood, and Dollywood has all these funnel cakes and things, and so we have all the temptations that you have at Dollywood. Talk about it. Let us know first of all what it was like, and then how did you navigate all the good foods.
Well, ever since I started my journey, there's different ways that people do it. Some people track from day one and they do calories and all that kind of thing. I'm more on the other end. I'm more just moderation and just don't blow up. And so with Dollywood, I ate pretty much what I wanted to be honest. In my case, I just make sure it's not a lot of. So, if I want a funnel cake, I might have had 2 bites of it. Now, of course, that ends up giving it to my kids or something, but I just I don't deny or myself too much because I found in my personality and my body, if I try to completely deny myself everything, one day I'm just going to blow up and eat everything in sight. So for me, day by day, just doing a little bit of moderation of what I want has worked for me.
That sounds great. Oh my goodness. I like the fact that you said that you eat a little bite and then you give it away. I do the same thing. I want to, I feel like this journey, myself and a lot of other people have said that they do not deprive themselves this time, and I have gone through that before, and we probably all have it many times before that. But being able to at least taste it and get it out of your system, but then like go, you taste it and you start noticing that your taste buds change too, and it
True.
doesn't taste as good as it used to before. So I love that technique.
Yeah.
And did anybody want to chime in on that as well?
I'm with Grant now. A little bit at a time, that's all. Never deprive yourself of what you want to eat.
Definitely. Let me go to the chat real quick, guys. So we have Reset with CC. She's Team Zepbound. She's Zepping, baby. Right.
Go, CC, go.
Life of Vivi has been on MJ Mounjaro for 2.5 years, and then Compound going on 3 weeks. And you'll notice that everyone, like some people change, and a lot of times it could be insurance related. It also could be depending on side effects and things too. Kendi, thank you all for joining us. And frankly, Michelle is in maintenance on Zepbound. She's lost 144 pounds. Wow.
Congratulations, frankly, Michelle. Wow.
Yay. And I think, frankly, Michelle's over, I believe she's in Florida. I see her hanging out with Barb a lot.
Yeah.
I know Barb. We know Barb.
And then Reset with CC. Congratulations, frankly, Michelle. Yes, that deserves lots of congratulations. And Life of Vivi is down 108 on Mounjaro. Oh my gosh. That's incredible, guys. That's incredible. And Kenny K is already down 25 pounds on Zepbound. Yay. Oh my goodness. And then let me see here. Congratulations, Life of Vivi and Kenny K from CC. And then Kenny K, we love the metabolic midwife. Oh, yes. I always forget her new name. Whenever my weight loss journey, I have a total loss of 165 pounds, but the first 8 months was 45 pounds before starting Mounjaro, and I was walking and eating low carb, but I'm also a post-bariatric surgery patient, so I had Roux-en-Y gastric bypass 26 years ago, and it's still in there, it still works. But along with surgery just kind of limits the amount that you can eat and how your body relates to it. I found that the GLP-1 has really helped with the satiety, the food noise, and just was a game changer in helping me to re-lose all the weight that I regained. And then we're going to go ahead and give the next question to Gemini Diva. So, Miss Trina, so you're also taking Mounjaro, as we were talking about, and last month you celebrated your daughter's birthday with a big family barbecue. So what goes in your mind, like thinking about that barbecue when you're fixing your plate? Walk us through what it's all like going through and navigating these celebrations.
Well, I literally I put everything on my plate, and what I can eat, I can eat. Most people say, "Oh, you fix a plate like a kid," and that's all I can eat. So, I mean, I just put everything I like on my plate. If I eat it, I eat it. If I don't, I don't.
Good strategy. One of the things that I had learned after bariatric surgery was to use the smaller salad plates. You either do a salad plate or it's like not the saucer that goes under the teacup, but it's like in between.
Right.
And there we go. Yes. Because then it helps you with the food portion size, and it doesn't make you feel like, wow, I have this huge plate and what am I going to do to fill it? And I can't eat everything. So I have, for the last 26 years, I've not ventured away from those. I just always, and I try to find a decorative plate to kind of help you feel, like, oh, this is, it looks fancier. Like they say, you can drink your water in a water goblet. And not like we do the tumblers now, right? But if you were sitting at the
Right.
table, yeah, there we go. Make it pretty. Yeah, it doesn't have to be boring. Although I do like to use like white plates every once in a while, but I like to do like a little fancy plate, not every day, but sometimes. So smaller size, that's good. I like that.
Yes.
Franklin Michelle says, congratulations. Life of Vivi, reset, thank you. She's thanking everyone for the comment up above. And then Kenny K, thanks everyone. My Zepbound journey has had its ups and downs. Oh goodness. Yes. And I think a lot of people do. Like a lot of people do have experienced those ups and
Yes.
downs in that journey.
It's really, it's a mindset thing. It's all about what your mind can handle at that moment. It's not, what other people think. It's what you think.
Exactly.
Handle.
I love that. I love that. What do you think? Oh, and then Kenny K, you just went to a cookout yesterday. How was it for you? Especially you're in the beginning stages of your journey. What was that like? Walk us through that.
Well, it went well. So I'll just skip right to that. It went very well. But I was thinking about it because this was like my first big, event, and everyone seeing everyone. To me, Memorial Weekend is the unofficial start to the summer. And all the cookouts and all the hangouts, all the barbecues and all the things. And so I was thinking, okay, how's this gonna go for me? Especially with the eating. So what I did was I ate before I went. I had cabbage that I had picked up from the grocery store for week 13. I'm on week 13 of my Zepbound weight loss journey. And I went ahead and put some ground chuck in the cabbage so that I would have a boost of protein and high fiber. And I mean, I ate my meal about an hour and a half before I went to the cookout. So it was minimal for me. It was minimal. They had grilled chicken. So I had some grilled chicken. I had some veggies. And I even had, like Grant said, a little tad of dessert, because I know what would have happened if I had a regular portion. I now know, after 12 weeks of this, I'm now in week 13, that just a bite or two, a forkful or two of the sweet stuff, it satisfies the craving, and it's even more delicious, actually. And then I didn't drink any sodas, no alcohol for me, just water.
Oh, I love that. Oh, that's great. Well, I guess maybe I should say what I do. So we'll go.
Yeah.
So
Because Pam, 100 and how many pounds down?
65. What we say a Backstreet Boy.
Wow.
Yeah, so I started this journey at 313 pounds, and my weight and maintenance fluctuates, like 5-ish pounds, but it's usually about 3 to 5 pounds, and so I'm usually hanging around the 150 to 147 to 150 mark. Every once in a while, I'll go down to like 144, 145. And Oki's Eden is here in the house. Welcome, sir. And I will get to like kind of fluctuate about once every month to 2 months, and all of a sudden I'll get down to 144, 145. And it also depends on what's going on in my life. So if I'm getting busier or things are happening and maybe I'm like stressed out for some reason, I used to gain weight. I would always go to food and I would gain weight. And we experienced some loss recently in our family, and I actually, like, my appetite was not there. And although I probably went more to like a one to two main meals, and I wasn't eating a lot of dinner. And that whole week I was like, wow, this is odd. I went down to 145. But I know that's what happens. So when you're getting busy and you're not eating as much, you might, you could see that drop, in the weight. And so yesterday I felt like my appetite was starting to come back. We spent some time over at the beach, and I wish I was at a cookout. I'm a little jealous not going to a barbecue cookout. But we went to the beach. We went to a couple different things like art fairs and oh goodness, we went to the zoo yesterday. Went to the zoo.
I love the zoo.
Yeah, me too. Got to see a red panda. The flamingos are in their breeding period,
Yep.
so they're very noisy right now.
And they have a huge nest. Have you seen those huge?
They look like
They're
these
huge.
funnels, and they
Like
sit on
big
top of them.
mounds.
Yeah,
Yes.
big mounds, exactly. And
I
they're
love
really
those.
pink and vibrant. Their color is really deep right now too. I'll post a video of yesterday's events too, today probably. All right, let me go over. So what I was going to say though, how I navigate and how I've navigated while I was actively losing weight and versus maintenance, I would say it was probably a little bit more stricter in my first 2 years of the journey. And I think about like the holidays that came up. I would basically, for me, my body feels better when I'm not doing too many of the high carbs, the simple sugars, because I still will feel like a spike in my glucose, my blood glucose. And so if I want a piece of cake, I typically will take off the frosting and I like the cake part more. And I'll have like, I want to taste some of the pie. So I used to love pecan pie, but I can't always eat that. The sugar will just kind of make me sick. So, or like not feeling nauseous, you don't feel well, the blood glucose, this spike in your sugars. So I just eat a little bit and I look for things that maybe are not as high in sugar. So like a cookie is okay, a brownie, and just eat maybe a little bit at a time and just get satisfied with testing things. And then like holidays, if I wanted some mac and cheese, I'll have a little bit of mac and cheese. I'll have the protein, the veggies. And so just how I make the plate, I try to fill up a little bit more on the veggies than I used to. So that's what I have been doing to kind of navigate through all the different holidays. And it seems to be working. Seems to be working that way. And I don't feel deprived at all. I'm kind of a chocoholic. And so if I've got a little chocolate or a cookie, sometimes a little bit a day, like it doesn't throw me off. And one of the things that I noticed in the past, if I ever had like a little stall, and I'll be very careful how I say this, but when my weight loss was slowing, every so often I just went down to In-N-Out and I had a burger. And then I saw the weight loss, or like one day I might have a little bit of chocolate and I saw the weight loss. And I was like, that is so weird. So I think what it told me was that I wasn't getting enough calories, and my body has to be tricked every once in a while and not think that it's in the starvation mode. So
Wow.
so sometimes, when I would see the weight loss slow, it was because I wasn't eating enough. Yeah. Interesting, right? Okay, so let's get back to the comments. Yes. Alrighty. So let's see here. I want to make sure I go to the right one. Okay, so hope I didn't skip anybody. But there we have Oki's eating. Oki's probably in the garden, and I missed his sunrise this morning, but he loves cabbage. He has even an asparagus farm section in his farm. I think is so cool. And so thank you, Oki's eating. It's so neat for us to have met other people in other realms of GLP-1 that are not taking GLP-1, but they're doing other things like gardening, that fun things that we, enjoy in life. And let me see here. Life of Vivi reset. So Vivi is replying to Miss Cece. I felt like that too. I felt like that too, along with stress. Yeah, stress was a major factor. And when I decided to take a break from the meds for 2 weeks in May, her weight went up significantly. Yeah, I've had to go off the meds 2 times now for 2 weeks, and they were one was for surgery last summer, and then one was right before Easter for a colonoscopy. And oh my goodness, like those 2 weeks, even though it stays in your body for like a whole month, I get swelling really easily. So like my legs will swell more when I'm off of it. And I definitely started noticing in that second week more of the cravings. So Yeah, it's a real deal there. And then Kitty says cabbage is my go-to for weight loss. It keeps me full. There you go, and it has a lot of fiber, so that's a great tip. I don't like how I feel when I'm eating something too sweet. It affects my blood sugar. Exactly. That's what whenever you go through an office or in schools or wherever you're working and people have donuts in the morning, I always think, why do we have donuts in the morning? They could be the 3 o'clock afternoon snack. Because having all that sugar in the morning, like I know it sounds good, a pastry with coffee, but woo, like give me some meat, give me, even some bacon or ham, something else to get that going. Yeah, definitely something to think about too. Cece says, I'm happy you guys were able to enjoy this Memorial weekend. It's been raining and cold all weekend on my side in New York City. Yes, I was talking to my grandson. He's in the Space Force, and he's over in Maryland. And he told me that it was flooding in New York. They were going to go to New York. There's been a lot of rain all along the East Coast. So, yes, I know that I feel bad that people aren't, enjoying the summer weekend. So I hope you guys are finding some other ways to celebrate and have fun and maybe catch up on some movies. And let me see here. Oops. And then Baby says, I hate sweets now. Oh, LOL. So, yeah, and it will kind of come and go too, I think. And just like Kendi was saying that she ate some food and it tasted good, it reminded me that I feel like I could taste food a lot better now. Like it actually, like there's foods that obviously the processed things, I can taste the chemicals, but the real food, I feel like it's almost like the flavor is enhanced.
Right.
And it's amazing. Like I enjoy eating, and I could tell the difference between like the hunger food versus head hunger versus real hungry now. And when I have the real hunger, I know that I need to eat. So that is definitely something that's been new for a lot of us. And Cece says, life of Vivi, yes, stress and emotional ups and downs on this journey. Right? Like life is still going to keep on going. And, how we navigate through all this is where the game changer is, right?
Right.
I was thinking, why don't we go ahead and start a question? And what do you guys think? You ready for some questions?
Right.
Alrighty. Now, with our, let me see here. Okay, so I have this one first. So what has been the hardest part of your weight loss journey, even while on a GLP-1? And how about Grant? Would you like to go first?
Absolutely. Well, the hardest part for me is just taking one day at a time. You want to see results quick. And, at my point, I've seen the results, thankfully. But during the last, well, I'm on my 69th week this week. I take my shot later today. And, at first it's just like, I want to see results. And then over time, I've learned that, and I've said this before, the scale is one measurement, only one measurement of what you're going through. And some people lose pretty quickly, some people don't. But when you think about how it's benefiting you elsewhere inside your body and the lab numbers and all that, that impatience became a little easier to deal with for me. And then how you feel too. You just, so many people concentrate on the weight loss part of this medication, which, yes, some of us, that was our primary mission on it. But for those like me being type 2 diabetic, it was not. It was trying to get my inside, my blood work and all that to get in line. So, so that helped finally get over that. Let's go, and just be on a journey with it and take one day at a time.
I like that. Gemini Diva, what would you say is the hardest part of your weight loss journey, even while on a GLP-1?
The hardest part for me is not to listen to everybody else, just focusing on yourself. I have a tendency to listen to other people and make other people happy. I'm doing this for myself, and to piggyback off of Grant, yeah, um, the weight loss is comes second because I'm a type 2 diabetic also. So I mean, the weight loss comes second. I had to do it before because of my blood work.
And Candy K, what would you say so far? And I know you're you're new in this journey, but what has been the hardest part of your weight loss journey, even while on a GLP-1?
Well, I've been thinking about that. So thanks for letting me think about it. But I love what everyone is saying. But for me personally, in these 13 weeks, I took my week 13 injection on Saturday. And it has been, for the last few weeks, it has been making sure that I'm getting in enough exercise, because I was in a car accident, and at 50, yeah, it has like wrecked my body. And so, I'm still on muscle relaxers. I'm still on pain medication. And so it's just been very hard. So I've not been able to get out and do my walks. And, so walking for me has been, go up and down the aisles at Sam's Club. But my body is, yeah. So I'm just being honest. That's my real journey. That's the ups and downs, is that staying moving. And this week and yesterday, I was able to do some Tai Chi, and I'm going to do some more Tai Chi using the free YouTube videos, because that stretching helps me.
Oh, I love that. Tai Chi, we've been hearing a lot of commercials talking about Tai Chi walking.
Do you get those commercials too?
Yes. And I'm like, what is this Tai Chi walking?
Yeah.
And I tried looking up some videos on what the movements were. And I've always thought that would be a good movement, especially in the beginning of your journey, or whenever you have arthritis in your knees and you're having a lot of pain. It's a very slow movement. It looks like it's low impact. And I definitely think that's a great thing to look into. Great
Yeah,
idea.
and I've been jumping on my vibration plate too. I've got a vibration plate, and so I do that in 10-minute increments in between. I work from home in between my Zoom meetings and things like that. So I'm getting back in there, but y'all, it's been a rough couple of 3 weeks or so.
Yes. I will have to say that vibration plate was the best thing that I ever bought. And it just happened that I won an Amazon gift card from another creator, and during one of those Amazon Prime weeks, and I won a $500 Amazon gift card. And yes, so that was the first thing that I bought, and it's been a game. It's been great, especially because I have lymphedema and lipedema, and especially in my legs. And so for me, like the swelling goes all the way down until the ankles. It's kind of like it cuffs around the ankle. And it really helps with that lymphatic fluid to get through there. So those are, yeah, definitely a great item to have. So the hardest part of the weight loss journey, even while GLP-1 for me, it's funny. I felt like this has been probably one of the easiest journeys in my life compared to all other diets and everything. Yeah. Like it's been rewarding. It's been exciting. I had something to look forward to. Learning about all the different foods, and now there's so many good options out there at the grocery store. Like whenever I first had gastric bypass, it was like one boring or two like of premix. Like we were just starting to be able to buy pre-mixed protein drinks. And I remember going to Trader Joe's. Yeah, like you have your Quest there. And Alani, oh, look at that. I think
Wait a minute. I need to see what Grant has, because I've never seen that before. Grant, tell us a little bit about that.
Alani. Oh,
this is the Alani 30-gram protein cookies and cream.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I was going to mention too eventually that, prices are just going crazy on everything, as we all know. This is one of the more reasonable prices it's $7 for 4 of these.
Ooh, that is reasonable.
That's not bad at Walmart, at least here.
Wow.
So I like these, and between the Metamucils and everything else, it's like I need to find a little bit something cheaper that'll work. And I thought 30 grams for one of these. They have 3 different flavors right now: the cookies and cream, fruity cereal, and then Munchies, which is, I don't know if y'all remember the Munchie chips that has like Doritos
I remember
and all
those.
that stuff.
Right.
It's kind of like a mixture there, but it has more the pretzel-y taste. I like that, and I like the cookies and cream. I do not like the fruity cereal. It did not taste like Fruity Pebbles. So
I was gonna ask, does it taste like Fruit Loops? Because I used to love a Fruit Loops.
no, and Felicia Marie B did a Slayer nail on it a few weeks ago, and she agreed it was not the one out of the 3 that I would get. But
So the
this one's
Munchies
really
is
good.
kind of a saltier taste
Yeah.
or something, or savory.
Yeah, and I like it. It's harder to find that one because it's so popular, but
Wow.
anyhow, I like this.
Wow, that is so neat. And it doesn't give you the blood sugar. Like you think of cookies and cream and how it would normal cookies and cream would be, right? With our
No,
blood sugar.
because the sugar's in it's only 3 grams, so it's not too bad at all, really.
I got 1 gram of sugar in my 30-gram Quest protein shake.
Mhm.
And I'm not really adventurous like Grant and his cookies and cream. So it's just good old vanilla for me. And I'm actually using it to sweeten my coffee. And this is just regular Keurig 8 a.m. coffee.
There you go. And Alani, I don't know, it's really taken off these last few months. And Christy likes the energy B12, vitamin B12 Alani drinks too. So I can't do energy drinks. It makes my heart feel like I don't do them. But Christy does them more for the vitamins. And being a teacher, she says I like having my Alanis in the morning. I'm like, well, it's better than having a big old Red Bull with all that sugar and no.
Now, Grant, do you get the Alani? Is it an Amazon product or do you pick it up at your grocery
Walmart.
store? Oh, okay.
Just Walmart. And the actual energy drinks that Christy does, you can get them about anywhere. And I found a special at our local gas station, 3 for $6, which that's pretty good for those. So.
That's a gas station. He's not picking up a beer. He's picking up a protein shake. I love that.
Exactly.
I love that.
That's good because they're usually it'd be 2 for that price. So
yeah,
wow, that's good. Like Kenny K was just showing her coffee cup with the protein. That's what I do. So I swapped out the creamer because I'm a girl who has to have her coffee every morning. Yes. And I've gone down from drinking coffee all day long to just having 1 coffee. And instead of creamer, I put my protein drink in there. And I used to always order mochas. And so what do? I typically will buy the chocolate protein. And every once in a while I'll do the vanilla because then it looks like a whipped cream. And I'll take that protein and I use my my frother, froth it up to make it look like the whipped cream, put that in there. And
I've seen you do that. Yes. I gotta get me a frother. I gotta get me one.
Yes, I know. I'm so excited about those frothers, especially if they have like a double whip. They make them frothier.
Learning a lot from y'all.
Yeah.
Because I don't drink coffee and I don't drink energy drinks, so I'm learning a lot.
What's your go-to morning drink?
I'm more of a green tea kind of drinker. Normally it's just me and just plain water.
Wow.
So.
This is unusual for me to have plain water. I'm usually every morning I start the day with greens. I put some flavor in there and collagen and a little bit of creatine. And I start and some probiotics in there. I start that in there. And then I'm making my coffee, my profi or profi. Some people pronounce it, either way. But I like that green tea. Were you always a tea person in the morning? Because you know how some people are either coffee people or tea people.
I've never been a coffee drinker.
Okay.
Don't start.
I'll do iced coffee every now and then, but it's not like, oh, I gotta have it. No. Only just me. I don't like plain water, so I'll buy like water packets.
Yes.
Mhm.
I'm really into them Dunkin' refreshers. They have the water packets now.
The what refreshers?
Oh,
The Dunkin'
Dunkin'.
Donuts refreshers.
Oh, that's a new one. I haven't tried that one yet. Wow. Let me go to our next question. How do you plan to handle the next cookout or holiday? So we have graduations, right? There's still graduations at the next week and even into June. And then we're going to have 4th of July coming up. So I'm going to start with Grant. How do you plan to handle your next cookout or holiday?
I plan on enjoying it and not letting the food get to me. Just like I said before, just sampling a little bit of each thing and, just not going hog wild. And I have some graduations coming up. I'm actually traveling to Florida a week after next to go to one. And, not only am I going to be dealing with the graduation parties and stuff like that, it's also going to be the traveling down and back because it's a 12-hour drive for us one way. And so, I'm just going to have to, uh, eat what I can on the way down and back, but at the same time, just do it in moderation.
yep.
Moderation is the key, right?
Yep,
Right.
exactly.
And let's see,
Can I
Kenny
get
K.
up in there, Grant?
Yeah.
If you've got I don't know, whatever 10, 12-hour drive, I would pick up your snacks before you leave from Walmart. And these were on sale. And I travel a lot for work and for play, for vacay. But just buying my own, like these can be $5 a piece in the airport. But this was like $1.80.
And what is that? I can't quite see.
It's from Solely. It's organic fruit jerky. And this one is mango and raspberry. So there are only 2 ingredients: organic mangoes and organic raspberry. This one is pineapple fruit jerky, only 1 ingredient: organic pineapple. And it says no sugar added, no artificial anything. It's nothing but fruit. Or just take your own apple slices, dip them in some Greek yogurt. I would pack the cooler up and save some money, because man, that's going to be save some money.
Absolutely.
One thing that we've done in my classroom, I have an instructional assistant, and she's got a little, we have our refrigerator on the side, and she slices up our apples and sprinkles it with cinnamon and shakes it around. And she'll bring me the slices. Oh my gosh, they are amazing. And you could put that into a Ziploc and take that in the car with you. That, because sometimes I know you thinking about refrigeration or maybe having some peanut butter. I definitely always like to take jerky with me and some type of protein bar too.
I bought me a little snackle box.
Oh, tell us about that.
So it has like 9 different slots, but you can customize it however you want. And I'll just load that up with my snacks instead of going out and buy. Every time we stop, go out and buy. No, I just break that out.
Wow, I like that. Gemini Diva, how do you plan to handle your next cookout or holiday?
1 plate at a time.
Right.
I already like a 6-year-old, so just slow and steady. Just I tend to go last at every function just to make sure everybody got their feel. I'm gonna get a little something here, a little something there. I will load my plate up with meats before I do anything else. But yeah, I just go last.
I like that idea, having having other people eat, because you're probably busy. Your mind's off of it because you're helping everybody else. Definitely. And Kenny K, how do you plan on handling your next cookout?
Well, I've got
Uh-huh.
it. I'm going to turn some corners this afternoon, y'all, as long as the rain goes away. And it looks like that it hasn't been raining. So it looks like the sun is going to come out. I hope it does like it did yesterday. But what I plan to do is kind of a little bit of what Gemini Diva is talking about. Yeah, I'm more so going for the fellowship. And I'm going to take my own hydration water with me with my electrolytes in it. And so I'm just going to keep sipping and do far less eating and focus on the meat, the protein of it all. Yeah.
Right.
But for me, it's all about the fellowship. And it's just great to see everybody because we've been cooped up in the house and, fighting off the rainy weather. And yeah, so I'm just glad to be out and I'm going to have my little pop-up chair. I'm just glad to be going out. But yeah, I'm gonna pick some protein up and take my own drink with me, water with electrolytes.
I love that idea. So that's my plan too. I think if I focus what I've done and I'll continue to do is maybe get a little bit of activity, go for a walk. If that permits, if we have time for that. Like sometimes we're at our daughter's house, which is not too far from the beach. So we could do a beach walk and then we can go and have, a lot of times we'll do like a turkey sandwich or some type of a sandwich. We will, I'll bring a fanny pack with the jerky and a protein bar. But when it gets to the actual, like a cookout or holiday, I think it's back to that just, having a little bit of the things that you enjoy and you get to taste it. And then you're busy with talking and fellowshipping. Definitely. I think those are great tips to do while we're planning on the future cookouts. So let's see. Oh, and Kenny K was talking about in her chat, it costs more, but I have to buy a single serve protein shake also. Okay. So yeah, whenever when you're looking for some of those things, it's great to see what other people are doing to find tips. And Mia is so good about posting like where she finds all these great proteins, like the protein waters and things like that. So Mia says Aldi has a lot of different snack boxes, fruit, hard-boiled eggs, nuts, jerky, all fit great in them. And I found one that's in shape of a bow. Oh, how cute. A little snack box that's shaped like a bow. Yes. And thank you, Mia, for always showing us like the great deals out there and at the different stores. I love it. Love it. Love it. And hey, guys, I've been watching on my TV. Oh, but my landlord just brought me 4 or 5 bags of ice because the store at the end of the lane is closing and gave us ice. Wow. Oh my goodness. Wow. What a difference that, something like that would happen. That's too bad, that the store is closing.
No,
But maybe you can make some smoothies with all that ice. Oh my goodness.
right.
And Aldi has excellent fresh fruit and veggies. I always hear you guys talking about all these great deals at Aldi's. I'm going to have to give my Aldi's another try. I think I've been going on the wrong day.
Or go to a different Aldi. Yeah, you might just need to go
Yeah.
find. Yeah.
They're kind of far from my house. It's kind of odd. I did find that we do have a second location. It's a much farther, but yeah, I should probably check out the other ones too. Ice lover here too.
Try going on Wednesday.
You go on Wednesdays?
Yes, because their ads come out on Wednesdays. So they
Oh.
restock a lot of stuff on Wednesdays.
Great tip. Yes.
Trina.
That's right. I forget about those ads. And we bought a little ice maker at Costco, and it's got the nugget ice, the crunchy ice. Oh man! And imagine, some iced coffees with that. Yes. And then yes. And Mia says, "What a blessing." Let me make sure that I did not skip anybody on here. And I think I did. Let's see. Mia said, "I take my stuff with me: protein drinks." Buckled up, carbonated drinks, 25 grams of
Those are
protein.
called bucked up drinks, like she has it there. And they're really good. I mean, yeah, it just has the protein in it, nothing else, but it's sugar-free and it's carbonated. So it's a nice alternative to having a
Oh.
soda for sure.
Yeah,
Y'all
I
are
have not
sharing
heard of
so
that.
many new items for me. I'm gonna have to look for some of this. Bucked up.
Bucked
Okay.
up.
I heard Grant talk about that, Grant, on your check-ins on Mondays. Yeah, yeah.
And Grant had said, I always forget about Aldi. I need to look there again. Hey, Amia. Yes, I know. I forget about Aldi's too. And
Someone
Mia,
mentioned, Pam, someone
Mhm.
mentioned just boil yourself some eggs. Boiled eggs is a great
Oh,
snack. Yeah.
yes, yeah. That's a great one. Boil your eggs. And I've even found like just pre-peeling them and putting them in a Ziploc. Take that with you to work or for travel. Definitely.
Yep.
And Mia says Target is really good on protein. Those high protein bagged salads are at Target, the ones Gracie showed in her weekly food plan.
Okay.
Yeah, my daughter buys the already bagged salads. I buy the salads in the bag. She buys these little bowls, and that way, if you kind of get you're trying to think of some things that would help to travel with you, those are good to just throw in the cooler. To take on your travels, or even to take to the cookout. Like you get to be the salad person, and which is something that I've done. I've been the person to go to a party, and I don't know. I get a little sometimes bougie on my salad, and I like to add a bunch of different stuff to it. So I love those. Those are great tips. Let me
I
see here.
have a tip about the bag salads because I want to pull out my salad spinner and wash everything and fresh, but y'all, I don't have time. So I pick up the bag salad at Costco, Sam's Club, because that to me that's where it's cheapest at. But once I open it, I put it in a mason jar, and that keeps it so fresh. So put your leftover bag salads into a mason jar, and you're going to get some days out of it. I've had it 3, 4, 5 days before it starts to, wilt inside the mason jar.
I love that.
And add mason jars to my shopping list.
Yeah. But those, Grant said it, those have gone up in price too.
Yeah.
Are they the big ones with the wide mouth?
Yeah, I used to use the wide mouth, but I just got some when I was with my mom a couple weeks ago. I just went down to the pint size because I used to eat, a lot of salad, but now y'all on this GLP-1,
I know.
so I've gotten some pint sized, but I do know that the Dollar Trees sell mason jars for like $1.25, $1.50. So check your Dollar Tree.
Oh, nice. And then Kendi.
Yeah, the wide mouth ones are the best.
Wide mouth. Yes. Welcome, way to me, Mia. Good to see you, friend. And let me see, make sure I did not. Okay, so let me go ahead. I have another question for us. All right, so here we go. Do cookouts feel easier or harder now compared to before your journey? Do cookouts feel easier or harder now compared to before your journey? What do you guys think about this? Let's start with Grant, since you've been our number one person to go first. What do you think about that?
I mean, it just depends on how you look at it. I mean, food wise, it doesn't feel any harder for me in that, I still just eat what I want, just not as much of it. However, it feels a little easier now because that's not what all I'm thinking about. I mean, before, I stayed so hungry all the time. The cookout, the main thing I was thinking about was, what am I going to eat? What's next? What else can I eat? And now I'm not like that. I just eat a little bit here and there, and don't worry about it, and don't have that longing to get that third hamburger. And another thing that's easier now, and I think y'all were talking about this earlier, was now that I'm not just worried about eating, I have a better time being with my family and friends, and actually concentrating on what's more important about the event, and that's fellowship and camaraderie.
So true, right? I love that that we are able to focus on the people instead of the food.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, Gemini Diva, what do you feel like? Are cookouts easier or harder for you?
It's been a little easier. like I said, I eat like a 6-year-old anyway, so even before, so it doesn't really matter. But the less I eat, the more I can be with family and friends. I still have my sweets. I That's one thing I'm learning to control. I am a sweet eater, so and I make a lot of sweets myself.
Yes, you do. But sugar free.
Yes. Um like I just found sugar free Oreos, so I'm make an Oreo ice cream bar.
Oh wow.
So but yeah, it's been easier to focus on, family, friends, the conversations, instead of, okay, what's on my plate? I got to figure out what I'm going to eat on my plate. No, now I don't even have to worry about what's on my plate. I'm just worried about who's who's across from me.
I love that you're taking these desserts because I'm definitely somebody who um, has and had a sweet tooth. My dad would come home after he would go to those. I don't know if you guys ever had these, but bread stores that were like the discounted
Yes.
rainbow
I knew you were
rainbow
gonna
bread
say it.
store.
Yep, yep.
He brought home all these cupcakes and pies. Oh my gosh! And of course, we loved them as kids. We're like, oh yay, went to the bread store.
No.
So taking that love of desserts and fruit, sugars as chocolate, and making them into a better version, I think has been so good, right? Wish I was living closer to you so I could try your cookies and cream ice cream.
It's funny you brought up the bread stores. We were just talking about this yesterday at my in-laws' house. They still have one of those near us where they get some outdated tasty cakes, I believe is the brand.
Cakes.
Um, and and he's my father was like, I'm gonna go get a buggy full. I'm like, uh-oh. And I Christy just they were talking about how she when she was growing up how they would always get those, and she just gave me a look like, see, that's why I was so big, because I ate all those tasty cakes that were a week over or whatever. But you know,
Right.
you you do what you gotta do. But I if he gets a lot of those, we're gonna have to. Because yesterday he had some of those donut sticks that were chocolate flavored. I'm like, oh my god, keep them away.
Learn to
Everybody's
step
so
away
health conscious now.
from the donut sticks. Yeah, yeah.
Everybody's so health conscious now that they took them away. I mean, they should have kept them and just transformed into something healthier. But it is what it is. They couldn't keep up.
I know. Did you notice Little Debbie's was popular again at Christmas time with the Christmas trees and even like little decorations and things like that. But boy, yeah, we definitely bought a lot of Little Debbie's in our day. The
That's
oatmeal
one
cookies.
thing I will not go away from is Little Debbie. I don't care how much I lose. I will not go away from Little Debbie.
We
Sam,
gotta
I
find
did
it.
for 5 years in Chattanooga, and that is the home of McKee Bakers, who make all the Little Debbie products. So that bakery store is fresh in Ottawa, Tennessee, and you can get all that stuff cheap, and it is absolutely fresh. So I'm so glad I don't live in East Tennessee any longer, because man, that's a
Ooh,
good store.
Wish
yeah.
you did. I would have you go and bring me some.
Gemini Diva, you might find a way to tweak this. Maybe you can come up with some recipes and come up with that oatmeal cream cookie. And
Maybe. I
that
have
would
made oatmeal. I have made an oatmeal cookie. So maybe I'll find some zero sugar cream and fill it there.
She's got a whole bunch of zero sugar and no sugar alternatives for, chocolate chip cookies. She makes a great protein shake. Y'all, you got to check out her channel. She's got a great channel.
Yes. Oh my goodness. Definitely check out her channel.
And her grocery hauls too.
Yes. I love grocery hauls. I love grocery hauls. And I don't know if I answered it, but cookouts for me, I feel like they're easier now. And I think because of the approach that I've approached it differently than in the past, of instead of just avoiding and not wanting to go places. But like you all have said, the focus now is on the people, not so much the food. And wow, doesn't that make a difference? That's an amazing accomplishment, isn't it?
Difference.
Yeah. And then, we can enjoy the food and it tastes good and we can appreciate that. And, move on with conversations and things and not all about the food. We have a couple comments that I want to make sure. Oops, let me go back up here. Let me show you where we're at. So I see, I want to make sure I don't miss anybody. Okay, let's go up here to Mia. So Mia says, cups from Tyson for a single person. They are helpful for extra grilled chicken for a high protein salad. Oh yeah. Just get those mixed bags of salad and then dump your chicken on top. And then you can even, put some beans on there as well. That's a great tip. I like that. And then Kenny, I can't wait to try some of these drinks and snacks. Me too. I'm going to go to the store and try those out. And don't forget, like those stores, if you guys have, we have this food chain called Grocery Outlet Farmers Market or Farm.
Oh yeah, you're talking Pacific Northwest now. You're talking West Coast, yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they have some good stuff. They even have like matcha and a lot of healthy options too. I've been impressed. And then Mia said, I started making my own Greek frozen yogurt bars. Yes, she did. I bought the ingredients and I'm going to make it too. I saw her post and you get some pineapple. There's true lemon in there and the Greek yogurt. And she blended into a mold and made her own yogurt bars. I forgot. I've got to make that. Sounds delicious. Kind of reminds me of a Dole Whip from Disneyland.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
And I have learned how to tweak that recipe and use sugar-free because that's one of my favorites. Mia says crushed pineapple works great for fiber in the bars. I got a Temu cheap mold. Oh, so she got her ice cream mold from Temu. Wow. Okay. And then Cece is responding back to Mia. I just tried the Greek frozen yogurt bars and they were really good. Oh yeah, I know they're going to be good. I can just tell. And Mia, I just bought stuff to make my own bread bagels with vital wheat gluten, psyllium husk, hemp seeds, monk fruit, allulose blend, almond flour, instant yeast. It should be high fiber and high protein. Ooh, that is. I can see all kinds of good stuff in there. I've heard a lot of good things. We know monk fruit is a good sugar substitute. I've heard about the psyllium husk and hemp seeds, and I think that's great for protein and colon health, gut health. So that sounds amazing. And Mia says, let's see, here we go. I buy Little Debbie flavored strawberry cake rolls, protein powder from Rise. It's delicious. I have not, the strawberry cake rolls. Oh yes. And they're rolled up and they have a little cream inside there. I forget about the strawberry flavor. And I'm wondering if she blends something to do with the roll and the protein powder, since you mentioned that together. And Grant says, oh, that sounds really good. I know all these things. Traveling Tea, welcome, Traveling Tea. Good day, everyone. We're so happy to see you here. And Grant is welcoming Traveling Tea. And then Mia says, CVS has a good protein oatmeal cream pie. Ooh. Oh my goodness. Wow. And we are at the top of the hour. So let me go in here and take this off. So what a fabulous discussion, guys. We have all these great tips, going into the holidays, we have the graduations, the weddings, 4th of July, picnics, traveling, going to amusement parks, fairs, so many things out there, so many temptations. And I think hopefully you've gathered some tips on how to navigate your next cookout, your next gathering. And from what I gathered from everyone, it sounds like it's kind of been a consensus that maybe we start with a smaller plate and we look at everything first, kind of like a cruise ship. Like on the downsides, they go on a lot of cruises.
Right.
Look at the buffet table first, and then come up with a strategy on what you want to put on your plate. And then, eat a little bit of each one so you have your taste, but enjoy the company, the activities that are surrounding, the event. And I don't feel like you'll be deprived if you do it that way. You don't go home and later on think, man, I wish I would have tried that cake. So I think these are all great pointers out there. I think no matter where you are in your journey, I hope that you found something that you can take away and try for your future event. And we appreciate you all being here. And I'm going to ask if Kenny K has any last words to add.
No, I wish everyone good choices and good health, and because health is wealth.
That's right. Health is wealth. And that if we don't have our health, it is hard, with anything else. So thank you guys all for being here. We appreciate you. It's, your holiday. Go out there and have fun and spend it well. We want to thank you all for being here.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.